And so I think we're all good as long as we all stay muted. I'm gonna lay down with you. So I'm gonna go with feet wide, knees together for myself this morning, just because I'm liking the internal hip rotation. It's the one we probably don't do that often during the day unless you choose to sit this way. But external is good too, whatever your hips feel like they need. There's an incoming ponytail. And to start to do a little check-in with your body. And maybe you carry the tension in your hips or your low back, shoulders. Maybe you're lucky to not have any tension, that's good too. Usually we have some area that might need a little more attention from the heat or just the sitting, or maybe trying new types of exercise that we didn't do previously. And starting to check in with the breath and allowing the breath to be a little longer and fuller. You need exhales out the mouth, take them. Start to try to even out the inhales and the exhales, or possibly exhaling a little bit deeper than you're inhaling to really empty out. Just know that at the bottom of the exhale, the inhale is always going to come. Like we said before, the alternative is no good, so we'll go with that. And then from here, whether you have your knees knocking together or you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, just come to soles of the feet flat, knees facing up toward the ceiling, feet as wide as your mat, and take a few easy windshield wipers with your knees side to side. Your arms can be by your sides. You could bend them in cactus shapes. Try to turn your palms to face up. Encourage your shoulders to stay down and your collarbones to broaden. And then when you're feeling about even, come back to center and extend your legs long on your mat. So like Shavasana, long legs. Reach your arms up over your head, take a big long full body stretch. And then with your right hand, take your left wrist. Inhale, stretch longer, and then peel your head and your shoulders up off the mat and shift your torso toward the right. And then set everything back down, head and shoulders. And then walk your heels over to the right as well. So come into that kind of just slight banana crescent moon shape, like sliver of the moon. Get a nice long side body stretch. If it helps your stretch, you could take your left ankle, cross it over your right ankle. Keep sending your left hip down more toward the mat so you're not lying on your side, like you're not in like a spoon shape, you're in more of a crescent shape. And take one more inhale here. And exhale, make it back to center. Undo the legs, work the torso back to straight, and then switch sides. So with your left hand, hold your right wrist, Stretch long and then peel head and shoulders off the mat. You can feel your core turn on a little bit and then take your torso to your left. Set it all back down. Walk your feet to the left. It's really not that far of a walk, but it should feel really good. You want to cross your right ankle over your left, take that. And then just keep trying to bring your right hip and your right shoulder toward the mat as you reach to the left. Hi, Joe, Sheila. Take one more inhale. And exhale, come back to center, unwind all of those things, and then rebend your knees and just have them more hip distance apart. So not as wide as your mat anymore, just traditional hip distance like you were gonna do bridge. Have your feet parallel, bring your hands behind your head, elbows out to the sides. So just 10 basic crunches, inhaling at the bottom, and exhale, peel head and shoulders, draw navel to spine, and lower down. So that was one. And come up for two. Maybe because I had a birthday this week, I ate a lot of extra food and I need to do some extra crunches. So you guys are gonna do with me. 3. Maybe you wanna do them too because, you know, quarantine. 4. 5. Maybe it's because 6, my daughter has me doing these 10-minute ab videos. 7, I'm inspired. 8, don't worry, we're not doing 10 minutes. 9, probably about 2 minutes. And 10, rest your head down, take your arms out by your sides. This time when we peel up, we're gonna try to touch same hand to ankle. So when you lift up, tap your right ankle with your right hand, and then your left ankle with your left hand. And you don't have to come all the way down. Just keep the head and torso up. Think of the obliques, getting a little twist to the side. Eventually I count you down. Okay, from here, let's go for 8, 7, keep the belly drawing in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more to each side, even it out. And then come on down with the head and shoulders, get the neck a rest. Bring your legs into more of a tabletop position, so 90-degree bend, ankles over hips, calves parallel to the mat. So like a supine table. Bring your hands back behind your head. Curl your head and shoulders up, engage your core. Try not to bring your, we're gonna do bicycles. Try not to bring your knee all the way in. Try to stay with knee over hip, even if you feel like you're not, it's hard, right? I can't touch if I keep my knee over the hip, but we're gonna go for it. Right elbow toward left knee, and switch. Do your best. Let's go for 8 full sets from here. 7, 6, 5. Again, you can always go slower. They're faster than me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest your head down, take your legs straight up to the sky. Last thing, we're gonna go with like legs up the wall type position. Just gonna try to reach your hands and just tap your opposite toe. We'll go for 10 each side and then we're done with all this. Reach up, right hand taps left toe, left hand taps right toe. From here, 10. Really belly in, try to get up high. That was 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Good. Okay, that was it for that yoga. From here on out, I promise. Tuck your knees in. Take a few easy rock and rolls up and down on your spine. And come to tabletop on hands and knees. So set up your fingers, wrist creases on the same line, fingers spread, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Just take a few cat-cows, linger in any position that feels good. You need a little extra time in cow to stretch those abs. I'm gonna fix my hair really quick. If you'd like to take anything else in this tabletop position, just like some hip circles, or you want to turn your fingers in towards you for a wrist stretch. Okay, so come back, even out what you're doing, just find your tabletop, really pull your abs in, you know where they are now. Stretch your right leg back and lift it to hip height. Really kick back through that right heel like a warrior 3 leg. Stretch your left arm out in front and just find balance here in your bird dog shape. Keep lifting from the right inner thigh. Keep drawing the belly up and in. Take a breath in. I know I said abs were done, but we're just gonna do 4. Elbow to knee is 1. Inhale, stretch out. This is more for balance. Elbow to knee for 2. Reach out. And 3. Just one more. 4. That was super easy. Okay, so hold your bird dog. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Try to find your right foot. Try to lift it as high as you can if you've got it. If you're just reaching for it, that's cool too. Peel open through the left shoulder. With your right hand, press into the mat and try to turn it to the right without really moving it, like you're doing that screwing open the jar type move. One more inhale. And then exhale, release back into your bird dog shape. Right, no slingshotting. Let that left hand come down, and then we're gonna roll onto the left hand into like a modified half moon shape. You can tuck your left toe slightly back to the left for balance. Peel open, right arm up to the sky. And then from here, just make sure that your right leg, your lifted leg isn't too far back. So you want to bring the right foot a little more forward so you can see it. And then scoop the left side of your butt down. Now your left hand is unscrewing the jar. Bend your right knee back. Reach back with your right hand. Again, if you can't get it, you don't get it, you reach for it. Peel open, tip your nose up toward the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Release everything back into tabletop, and then we'll take a shoulder thread with the left arm. So the left arm sweeping under the right, palm facing up, left ear toward the mat. Come onto your right fingertips. You could walk your right hand up and back to the left. You could take your right hand behind your back. So I'm just giving you options for what feels right in your body. Sometimes it changes day to day, minute to minute. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. Press into your right hand. Unthread your left. We're back where we started in tabletop. Good, everybody. Okay, other side. Left leg back, and from the left inner thigh, bring it up to hip height. So think of the inner thigh wrapping up to do the lifting more than the foot. Bring your belly in, extend your right arm forward. Find the balance here, right? So if someone put a block or something on your back, it would not fall off. Take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, elbow to knee. When you extend your arm, inhale, try to have it way up by your ear. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend and pause. Really engage your core. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. You've got your foot. Really lift the thigh high. If you don't have your foot, really lift the thigh high. Just don't worry about grabbing the foot. Peel the shoulder open. You look up. Keep that left hand active, spinning toward the left. One more inhale. Exhale, easy release. Right hand comes down in line with the left. We roll to the right, possibly tucking the right toes behind you for balance. Left arm up to the sky. And then we hold. So you could stay in this modified half moon. Make sure that your lifted leg didn't go too far behind you. Or you could bend your left knee, reach back, grab the foot or ankle. And if you fall, right? We're at home, just make sure you don't fall in the pool or whatever. I see a pool. Peel open. Stay for 4, you don't fall on your pet. 3, 2, and 1. Let it go again. Just slow and steady wins the race here. Okay, back to tabletop. Even yourself out. Check your hands, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So belly in, lift the hips up and back. Oh, okay, I'm just being told over here. Luckily, Ava's taking the class that we didn't do the shoulder stretch. Back onto your tabletop. Julie's doing it. Okay, take your right arm, thread it under your left. It's good when I have an assistant. Lock your left hand if you want, change the position. Take your gaze slightly up. There should be no strain in your neck. It should just be a stretch for your right shoulder. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, unwind. Press into your left hand, unthread. And now we'll find our way to downward facing dog, for real. So just down dog. Hands are pressing strongly into the mat, really fingertips, right? So try to take any amount of weight out of your wrists. Send your heels back behind you. Just if they're touching the mat, great. And if they're not, that's fine too. Stay here. If you like a few petals, of course, take a few petals. And then start to refine stillness. Walk your hands back to your feet so you're in Uttanasana, standing forward fold at the back of your mat. Hang out here just for a couple breaths, any arm position that you like. And then release your hands if you're having any kind of hand grip. Bring your hands to the mat or to your shins. Tip your weight a little more toward the front of your feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release, forehead to shin. This time, inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, ooh, right into the light. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that again, half Surya A. Inhale, reach up. Nice, Vera, I like the sunlight coming through. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Engage your core at the bottom. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. So one more just like that. Inhale, big reach up. Get long, draw your belly in. Exhale, keep that length as you fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in and walk forward. Come to plank pose, top of a push-up. So nice full length plank. Walking the hands way forward. Shoulders over the wrists, heels over the toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, back to down dog with as little foot and hand movement as you can. Just press the mat away, get those hips high. Inhale, up on the toes, belly in, tuck your chin, roll into plank. Keep squeezing thumb to thumb, your arms should stay straight as possible. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. You're gonna just do that 2 more times. Inhale, up on your toes, find your way to plank, ears, shoulders, hips in line. Exhale, back, downward facing. 1 more. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, back. This time a little bit different. Inhale, come to your plank. Come a little bit more to your tips of your tippy toes. Keep drawing the belly in and then set your knees down to the mat. Lift your feet, cross your ankles. Kind of cross your ankles, pull them apart without pulling them apart. Roll your shoulders back, so make sure you're not dumping your shoulders in. Really broaden your collarbones. Take an inhale. Exhale, pause in chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. So a couple more like that. On the exhale, elbows move back, collarbones stay broad. Press back up, inhale. Exhale, lower, shoulders back, belly in. 1 more time. On your exhale, lower, pause, find chaturanga, and then lower all the way down. Release the tops of your feet. Really press your toenails down into the mat so much that you feel that little lift of the kneecap. Take your fingers wide. We'll take 4 wide cobras. Inhale, lift, a little or a lot, let it feel good. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale, lift, wide cobra. Nice, Donna, good Joe, good you guys. Lower, Ricardo. Inhale, press into the feet to anchor you down and lift up. 1 more time. Inhale, big wide cobra. And exhale, lower. Bring your hands back alongside your rib cage. Tuck your toes, either to tabletop or to high plank, and then downward facing dog. From here, inhale high up on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or lightly hop to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance and parallel, inhale, Ardha. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Oh, I love those palm trees, Therese. What a nice backyard you have. So pretty. Inhale, reach up. With your right hand, take your left wrist, reach tall. I can see all of you, just so you know. Okay, side stretch to the right. You're like, what? What's she talking about? Inhale, reach up through center. Switch your clasp, get long. Side bend to the left. Inhale up to center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in and step your left leg back. Have your right knee over your right ankle. We're gonna twist open to the right. Keep hugging the right hip back. Lift the right arm up to the sky. Stay here. Lift your left thigh a little higher. Think pelvic, pubic bone toward the navel for 4, 3, 2, on 1, set your right knee down. Bend your left knee down. Sorry. If I confuse anybody. Left knee down. Reach back with your right hand for your left foot. Again, that stretch that we did in tabletop. If you're just like reaching out like you want to shake its hand, that's fine. Pull your right heel towards your butt for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Ardha Hanumanasana, straightening out through your right leg. You can wiggle your right heel a little more forward. Inhale here, and then exhale. Take a few breaths. Peel your right toes back towards your face. You press a little more forward through the inner edge of your right foot. Keep lengthening your tailbone back, but then sending energy out through the crown of your head, like when we do Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, shift forward, come back into a lunge. Place your right foot down. Step back to plank. Take your time, lower chaturanga, knees up or knees down. Yogi's choice, always. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Nice, Ellen. Exhale back, it's on downward facing. From here, inhale in your down dog, come up high on your toes. Stay in your down dog shape. Take both heels to the right. So the torso is not turning. The shoulders are level, just heels to the right so your feet are lined up. You're on the pinky edge of your right foot and the inside edge of your left foot. From here, inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale back, down dog. So just more obliques. Inhale, shift forward, squeeze thumb to thumb, draw belly in. Exhale back, down dog shape. One more time, inhale. And exhale back. Come back to your full length down dog. Step your left foot forward into a lunge. We're just gonna go to side 2 from here. Right hand stays down, left arm open to the left, take your twist. Keep hugging the left hip back, keep lifting the right thigh high. So that right shoulder's rolling back. Again, it's that opening the jar feeling with your hand. Could have your right hand on a block. From here, everybody gently lower your right knee to the mat. This time I mean right knee, right? Bend your right heel, reach back with your left hand. Take a little extra quad stretch. Peel open to the left. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go if you haven't already. Peel your left toes back, Ardha Hanumanasana. So straightening out through the left leg, keeping the hips over the knees. Inhale and exhale. You can stay with a long straight spine if you like to drop your head a little closer to your shin. I get it, you could do that too. Keep softening the shoulders away from your ears. Keep pressing with the inner edge of your left foot forward. And inhale, look forward, come back to a lunge, left foot down, right knee lifts. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. For a moment, just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. And blink your eyes open, find chair pose. So you can have feet hip distance or big toes touch. You want to move your hips back before you sit down. Try to keep your knees over your ankles as much as you can. At least be able to see your toes in front of your knees. That's important. Belly in. Sit a little deeper. Stay for 4. You can widen your arms if your shoulders feel crunchy. 3. Beautiful, Sheila. 2. And 1. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back into warrior 2. Left foot steps way back. Line up front heel to back arch. Rise, warrior 2. So warrior 2 is a familiar pose. You guys all look good. Keep pressing your right knee open to the right and your left thigh back. Draw your belly in. Find your breath. No bob today. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna flow in this pose a couple times with the legs and arms. On your inhale, reach up, straighten out through your right leg. Exhale, come back to warrior 2. Just finding that little linking breath to movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hold your warrior 2 legs. Hinge forward, Parsvakonasana side angle. You can release right forearm to thigh. You can grab your block or book or whatever you're using. Take your hand inside or outside of your right ankle. If you've got your hand on your thigh, don't fall into the resting onto your forearm trap. Make sure you're creating space between your torso and your right thigh. Top arm can move up and over your ear. Try to externally rotate the arm, which means you're trying to turn your palm toward whatever's behind you. Really lengthen, lengthen, lengthen through your side body. We'll stay for 4, 3, get that top arm nice and straight. 2, 1. Let your left hand come down. A step back to plank and downward facing dog. And I better even you out on that other exercise. So come up on your toes. Take both heels to the left. And hang out here. So find down dog with the heels turned toward the left. Inhale with your core engaged, shift into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank, so palms pressing down, shoulders over wrists, torso toward the mat. Back to down dog. One more time, easy shift forward. Back to down dog. Come back. Full length down dog, hips nice and high. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Don't worry, no, it's the other leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Set your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Stretch both arms up to the sky. So just giving the front of the right thigh a stretch. Reaching nice and long through the side body. Belly drawing in. Take your hands, clasp them behind your back. Roll your shoulders back like a wheel. And then take your torso back any amount. Try to keep ears in line with shoulders. Don't dump the neck back. For 4, keep bending the front knee. 3, good, Ellen. And Ellen. 2. And 1, inhale, come back up to center. Release your hands to the mat. Pick your right knee up. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep back to that chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg back. We're going to find your warrior 2 on this side. Good, you guys. So I'm going to turn to face you, but you just stay where you are. Left side, warrior 2. Arms parallel to the mat. Left knee presses open, right thigh moves back. Good, good, good. Inhale, reach your arms for the sky, straighten out through your left leg. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reach up, engage your core. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, pause. Reestablish your foundation. Inhale, hinge forward. And then find your Parsvakonasana. Again, you can go forearm to thigh. If you have a prop, I always encourage a block. Or even hand to the mat if you're flexible and that doesn't make your shoulder dip in. Top arm reaches up and over, and just try not to bend your elbow. So it's not like a cactus shape reaching over. It's straight as possible. So you feel like you have a nice long straight line from the pinky edge of your right foot out through your right fingers. I have a friend now, he loves the tunnel shapes. Okay, stay for 4. Pull your right thigh back if it popped forward. 3, really scoop the left side of your butt under. 2, and 1, release. Step back, flow through your vinyasa. And then rejoin you over here. We'll meet at down dog. Take your time. Okay, no fancy down dog plank stuff this time. Just inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step forward, Anjaneyasana, left knee comes down. I think we'll be even now, good to go. Lengthen up through your side body, arms are by the ears, and then take that whole torso back at the same time. Maybe bend your front knee a little bit more if you came out of it. And then clasp behind your back. Roll your shoulders back, lean back even more. Heart open, collarbones broad for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up to center. Release your hands. Step your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale here. Exhale, fold in. Engage your core. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so stay facing how you're facing. I'm going to turn to face my camera over here. Let's see. Is it cold with the air conditioning on?
No, hot stuff.
Okay. My husband finally broke down and let us use air conditioning during class, so we're very happy. Okay, so we're going to do a little standing balance. Utthita Hasta, Padangusthasana, standing on your right leg. Left knee's going to come up in front. Find your balance here first. So you might want to stay with a bent knee the whole time. Make sure your right thigh doesn't pop forward. It stays back. If you like, you can take your index middle finger, I call them peace sign fingers, on your left hand. Find your left big toe. And then start to extend that left leg forward. And even if you're not holding your toe, you can extend the leg forward. Keep the right thigh moving back. Try to keep the left hip down and the shoulders back. For 4, 3, 2, we're going to open out to the left. Again, it could be a bent knee all day long. Just trying to find balance. Make sure the inside edge of your right foot is staying down. For 4, stand tall, belly in. 3, if you fall out of it, just come back, who cares? 2, 1, everybody back to center with that left leg. Bring both hands to your hips. Keep the left leg lifted. If you have your knee bent, extended. It doesn't matter how high it is, right? It can totally be here or here. Arms up. Stand tall. Strong right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. Nice, Julie. Julie's going to stay for a little bit extra. We're going to do the other side. Okay, we're going to stand on the left leg. Again, look down and make sure your left foot is facing forward. So that's a good place to
start, right? And then sometimes it's gonna wiggle around during the pose anyway. Right knee up in front. Balance here. Try not to roll to the outside of your left foot. That tends to be what wants to happen. You can go peace sign fingers to the right big toe. You can come from the inside or the outside of the leg. And then extend forward. Right, and everybody's different. Maybe you're using a towel around your foot, a strap. Pull your left thigh back. Stand tall for 4, 3, 2. The cat's playing with his mouse. Open it up. My daughter. Ah, okay, open it out to the right. Stand tall for 4. Keep moving the left thigh back. 3. I think there's a mouse on my mat now. 2, 1. Bring it back to center. And then hold it here. Whoa, if you lose it or you wobble, you just refine your balance. Stand tall. Lift the right leg as much as you can. Try to add the arms just for full extension for 4. Maybe right leg goes higher. 3. Push the left big toe down. 2, 1. Let it go. Okay, shake it out. Come back to the top of your mat. We're done playing cat and mouse over here, at least for a minute. I know I see a lot of cats moving around, so I know some of you got cats too. You know how it goes. They like those catnip mice. Okay, coming back to chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Butt back. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. I never thought I'd be a cat person, so inhale. But now I totally am. Exhale, step it back through vinyasa, however you like. Use your breath. Keep your form. Inhale. Exhale finds the down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky and open your hip. So just let it feel good. Keep your shoulders level. So make sure you're not looking under your right arm. If anything, you can look to the left. You can bend the top knee and take what you need if you haven't already. Inhale, level off your hips. Exhale, step forward into warrior 2. Rise up. Good job. So just find your nice long warrior 2. We were here before, your torso stacked over your hips. Everybody looks good. Inhale, flip your front palm, take your reverse. The left hand come to the left thigh or wrap behind your back. Really stretch long through the right side body. Keep the bend in the right knee for now. And then stay in this reverse shape, reverse triangle, straightening out through your right leg. Keep reaching back to feel really, really good up that whole right side body. Inhale, come back up to center. Triangle pose. If you need to adjust your stance at all, sometimes I like to bring my back foot in a notch. And then really root down into that left foot. Inhale, hinge forward. And find your pose, right? You could use your shin. Again, I always encourage use of the prop. Right hand outside right ankle, so your arms are in one nice long straight line. So just, if you're using the block, make sure that you don't have it way out by your pinky toe, that it's definitely back in line with your ankle and shin. Keep peeling open. Stay strong through both feet. Scoop your right sit bone under. Keep breathing. We're going to take it to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon if you like. If you don't do half moon, you can stay in your triangle. Gaze down toward your right pinky toe. Bring your block or your hand forward and diagonal about a foot or shy of a foot. And peel open. So this top leg, just like when we were on hands and knees before, needs to be slightly in front of the hip. So hip height or a little higher and then a little forward. Lots of energy in the lifted leg, the lifted toes. Stay for 4. Keep that right big toe pressing down like in that standing balance. 3, 2, 1. Find your way back to warrior 2. Bend your right knee, stay open to the right. Step back, warrior 2. And then re-straighten through your right leg. Pivot your right toes toward the left so you're in a wide leg stance. Everybody's got that. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, clasp behind your back. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. And exhale, forward fold, Prasarita C. So wide leg forward fold with this chest and shoulder opener. If it's too much to have your hands clasped, you could always be holding onto a little washcloth or a towel or strap. And then fold in. Slowly working the knuckles up and over the head. Keep moving weight toward the front of your feet without letting your heels lift. It feels a little shaky, but you can always let go of your hands and they'll catch you. Keep the shoulders moving away from the ears, even though you're dragging the knuckles over the head. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands back toward the front of your mat, so to the right. Pivot all 10 toes to face forward. Step back to plank. Lower slow, chaturanga or not. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, lift the left leg and open the hip. And then take what you need here. Try to keep the torso as parallel to the mat as you can and just let it be a hip opener, be an ankle swirl. Hugging the right hip back toward the midline. Inhale, level off your hips. With control, step your right foot forward, your left foot forward, warrior 2. So again, I hate giving you guys the back view, so I'm turning around. Warrior 2, left side. Inhale, flip your front palm and take your reverse. So your right hand is down your right leg. Your left arm is reaching back. Keep bending the right left knee. And then we'll lengthen into reverse triangle. So keep reaching your top arm back. Just straighten out through your left leg. Press both feet down firmly into the mat and then really lean back. Inhale with your core, bring it up to center. Triangle pose, again, adjust as necessary, grab a prop. Inhale, hinge forward, lift the kneecaps, engage the thighs, find your triangle pose. Each side is different, so one side wants a prop and one side doesn't, that's what you do. You meet your body where it's at. Keep scooping the left side of your butt under. Keep pressing the pinky edge of your right foot into the mat. Peel open, 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 belly in. And take a look down towards your left foot. Bring your left hand forward and diagonal of your left pinky toe up to a foot. Maybe take your block with you if you're using it. And then start to peel open here. Top hand can come to your hip if you want. You can even take your gaze down, but don't take your whole shape down. So if you're open like this and your neck hurts, can look slightly down, that's okay. Scoop, scoop, scoop the left side of your butt under. Try to see your right toes in your periphery. If that made you fall, I'm sorry. For 4, 3, nice job, you guys. I'm peeking back at you too. And 1, exit is warrior 2. Slowly, carefully, try to stay open to the left. And then straighten out through your left leg. Parallel your feet. Inhale, reach up here. Exhale, take a forward fold. And then we'll take a twist. So come up to flat back position, and then you could use a block or you don't have to. Right hand is gonna stay underneath your face, and then twist your left arm open to the left. So right hand down, left arm up, block gives a little more space. Totally could be hand down or on fingertips. Let a nice big twist happen. If your hips made a big shift to the left, we adjust slightly back to the right. Draw the belly in. Take one more breath in. And exhale, release. Other side. Left hand underneath your face, so it kind of makes a big wide triangle with your feet. Move the weight toward the front of your feet. Feel open. Keep drawing the belly in. Try to avoid too much hip shifting to the right. Good for 4. Really pretty, Sheila. Good. Good, Lacey. 3, 2, nice, Ricardo. Get that arm up. 1, release. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands toward the front of your mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right, or yeah, is that right? No, I don't know. Come to the top of your mat. I think I might have said the wrong thing, but come to Malasana at the top of your mat. I'm sorry, I turned around, and so I think I messed up my lefts and rights. What else is new, right? It's like being back at the studio. Hands to your heart. Okay, I'm looking at everybody now. I feel like you're looking back at me, but I know you're not. Okay, sit up tall. Take your right arm out to the right. Stretch your left arm open. Again, just another big chest opener. Can take a half bind if you like. Stay for 4. Draw your belly in and tailbone down. 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Other side. You could be sitting on a block here too. I know I didn't say it at first, but if that's more comfortable, put your block under your fish. Heel open. We haven't ordered blocks yet. Not a bad idea. Stay for 4. You want a half bind. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, everybody from here, come onto your knees. We're gonna set up for a dolphin pose. So again, if you have a block around and you want to use it for a dolphin, you kind of hold it in that L-shaped grip between your fingers, but it's not necessary, and you could even clasp your fingers. Come down onto your forearms. So block or no block, clasp or no clasp. Try to have your shoulders over your elbows, and then we'll tuck our toes and lift our hips and start to walk in. So if you look back at your feet, they should be parallel to each other, about hip distance apart. Keep thinking about wrapping those inner thighs toward the sky, drawing the belly button and the low ribs in. You can walk in another step, walk in another step. The hips high, stay here for 4, 3, keep squeezing thumb to thumb, 2, and 1. If you can, from here, evenly press into both hands. The elbows lift at the same time, and you find a full length down dog. Walk your feet back a touch. Find that long down dog. We're going to do one more little standing piece. Inhale, lift your right leg.
Exhale, step forward, warrior one. So right foot steps forward a little bit more to the right, and then we come up warrior one. So left foot is flat, it's turned slightly up toward the left. Left inner thigh wraps back. Right hip draws back. And from here, find cactus arms. We're just gonna take a little back bend in our warrior one. Lift the heart up and take it back. So think of the elbows peeling up, fingers going back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale your torso through center, and we're gonna come to warrior 3. So we're gonna start to hinge forward, pivoting onto the ball of the left foot, and then slowly, carefully launching into warrior 3. You can take your hands anywhere you want. If you're done with cactus, hands to the heart sounds good to me, or arms out by your ears. Stay for 4, belly in, 3, 2, 1. Standing split. Find your standing split on left leg lifted. And then come up onto your fingertips, make it more of a grounded warrior 3. So instead of folding your forehead toward your shin and having your hands back by your foot, they're a little bit more forward. Your spine is long. Have a block or a prop around you, kids. You want it, we're gonna take revolved half move. So from here, you want to have the block under your left hand. Could be any height. Sometimes I like the highest height. And you're going to twist your right arm open to the right. Hips stay level. So just like warrior 3, hips face the mat. We reach open to the right any amount. Keep the right hip moving back. Keep the right big toe pressing down and toward the midline for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Step it back either through a vinyasa or straight to down dog, however you like. Last side. We'll meet at down dog. Okay, here we go. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step it forward for warrior 1. Give yourself enough space left to right. Give your hips a chance to be able to turn forward. Okay, we'll take that little back bend, cactus in the arms. Inhale, lift up through the heart and lean back. And then inhale, come back up through center. Hinge forward, pivot onto the ball of the right foot, glide yourself up into warrior 3. Keep trying to turn the right toes toward the mat. Change up the arms if you want. Really kick back through the lifted leg for 4, 3. You can bend your standing knee a little bit if you want to, but keep the top leg straight. 2. And then release. Grounded warrior 3. You can take a standing split, fold in for a minute if you want. It might feel good on the back of the left leg. Okay, grounded warrior 3. So the hands are a little bit forward. The left toes are still facing forward. The right toes are still facing down. We're going to come up onto our right hand. Left hand can come to the hip at first if you want to find balance. Stay long through the spine. Belly in. Twist to the left. Last challenging standing pose for 4, 3, but you did all the prep work. 2 and 1. Let it go. Let it go. Hand, foot. Hang out just for a moment in Uttanasana.
Any version you like. You could hold your toes, you could hold your elbows, you can hold your calves. I like to take my arms around the outside and then wrap to the front of my calf. I get a cattail, my mouth. For 4, maybe 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring yourself down onto your knees again. And again, I'm going to just turn to face my camera, but stay where you are is fine, or you can turn sideways on your mat if you decide it's better for you. Take your right leg out to the right. Keep your left hip over your left knee. Turn your right toes up toward the sky. So have your right heel roughly in line with your right knee, right toes facing upward, take gate pose, stretching your right arm down your right leg, reaching your left arm up and over. If your right foot can come all the way down, you could let it come down, or you can keep your toes up. Either one or a hybrid is good. Stay here. One more big side body stretch. Reaching super long out of the left hip through the left fingers. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back up to center, and we'll switch sides. So bring the right knee in, stretch the left leg out. Again, just have heel in line with knee, and then toes could be up, foot could be flat. Mine doesn't go all the way flat, so there you have it. Take your left arm down your left leg. Inhale, big, long stretch through the right side body. Feels so good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to center. We're going to take camel pose. I think we maybe did camel last week, but we're going to do it again. You're on your knees. So you could have, I think I said it last week, if you have 2 blocks and you need extra height for your heels, you could take your toes onto the blocks. Or you can, of course, have your feet on the mat. There's so many things, right? If you have something you've done in class with the blocks that you like, block between your thighs, all that could be good. I'm gonna start, we're gonna do 2. So I'm gonna start with my toes curled under, hands to your sacrum. Inhale, that big heart opening that we've been doing all day, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart, leaning back, keeping the hips over the knees best you can, and then finding your heels. You can let both hands go at the same time. That's great. I had to go one at a time. And then no strain in the neck. So try not to, don't just dump your neck back unless that feels super good to you. For 4, keep rounding across the collarbones. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Take a moment, just sit back to your heels. Catch your breath. We'll do one more. So one more camel pose. Again, it could be exactly what we just did, just toes tucked, reaching for your heels. You're a little more open in your back bend. You can take the tops of your feet flat, your heels move a little farther away. If you're a little less open, maybe you just come hands to the heart and lean back a little bit, and don't worry about your hands finding your heels, right? So pick your poison. Inhale, lift your heart. Roll your shoulders back like it's a wheel, rolling back. Try to keep your thighs forward like they were pressing up against the wall. And then maybe you want to go to a wall. You probably don't, it's really hard. Okay, and then reach for your heels. Open it up. If you've got your heels and that's super comfortable, you can start to walk your fingers back up your calves. Maybe touch the back of your knees. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Oi, Crawl back up, go slow, head and neck come up last. And then have a seat. And let's stretch your legs out in front of you. We'll take a nice forward bend to counter those back bends. So just sit off to either side. Legs out in front of you, Dandasana. Staff pose, sitting up tall, palms down alongside your legs, flat if you can get them. Right, so nice straight up and down in the spine like a staff. Pressing out through the big toe, the inner edge of your foot, pulling the pinky edges back. Inhale, reach up, we'll go to Paschimottanasana. Exhale, lengthen as you fold. Reach for what you can get. And then we'll stay here for a few breaths, just really releasing all that back bending. Stretching the back body. So really, this pose is such a great back body stretch all the way, right? All the way from your feet, up the back of your legs, up your spine, up through the back of your neck. So breathe into it. Inhale for length, space. And exhale, come down. Couple more breaths. From here, inhale, look towards your toes, and then just slowly peel yourself up. And we're gonna try it for Admi Sambhasana, so fire log, double pigeon, or you can just take a figure 4 of your choice. So fire log, full pose, I'm pretty sure most of you have done it with me or with Christine or something like that. We'll start with the left leg on the bottom, the right ankle stacking on top of the left knee. Right, you want to have your foot all the way at the edge where it's like hanging off, so not kind of a hybrid, so it's all the way up here, even if your knee is like up into your chest. Lift your hips, scoot your butt back a little. If you're feeling good, you can stay here, just hinging forward or folding in. Other options, if you're not already taking them, I know some of you prefer a little thread the needle or even a seated figure 4, something where your right leg is at this angle. You're getting something in your right hip. I just like to try different ones every week. Keep it fresh. Be sitting on the edge of something. Right, if you are in this really full stacked position, think of the pinky edges of your feet pressing down almost so much that your little ankle bone gets a little lift. Stay for a few more breaths because it is hips. I didn't set the timer, but I usually like to stay in a hip opener at least a minute. I feel like 2 is probably optimal. 5 is kind of long, but feel good. A little too yin-y for this class, probably. Especially without music. Kind of missing the music. I don't want to get in trouble. Couple more breaths. Keep trying to feel it in your right hip. And then inhale, peel yourself up. Before we come to the second side, we're going to take Janu Sirsasana. So keeping the right leg being the one that's bent in, stretch your left leg out in front of you. I'm sorry if you were lying down and you had to sit back up. Keep your right knee open to the right. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. And then on your exhale, try to turn your torso a little bit more over your left leg and fold in. So trying to really wrap the right side of your torso toward the left. You can hold your foot with both hands. If twisting to the left is not good for your body, you can also stay holding forward, straight over the left leg, or even a little to the inside. Just stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, gaze towards your toes, peel yourself up. And now we'll do the other side. So we're gonna find our hip opener for our left leg. You're stacking into Agni Sambhasana, your right leg's on the bottom, your left leg's on the top, or maybe you're in an in-between figure 4 seated or lying down. I don't think you guys can't see my cat right now. You can see his tail, but he's lying on his own mat. He's being a very good boy. Inhale, sit up tall, and then hold in. So fold in a little or a lot. If folding in isn't good for you, but you like being in this Agni Sambhasana shape, or even, you know, if you needed to put a little blocky there or something. All right, so just try not to let the mind wander too much. Oh, I like that, Sheila. Gomukhasana. Yeah, there's so many choices. So many choices. You'd be a good boy today. Do more breaths. Again, just that little reminder to press the pinky edges of your feet down a little bit harder, and then press out through the inner edge of your feet. Really, just like with all the poses. Okay, so for 4, keep your butt rooting down as your spine lengthens forward if you're in the full version. 3, wherever you are, of course your butt's rooting down. 2, and last. Inhale, exhale, and peel up. And we'll finish with Janu Sirsasana, keeping the left foot in. So you're staying with the hip opening on the left side, stretching the right leg out, and right foot still really active. Inside edge presses forward, pinky edge presses back. Inhale, and exhale, fold. So either folding, trying to add the twist, or just folding a little more straight over the leg. So really just whatever your body is saying to do. Not always what I'm saying to do. Always trying to find the length as you fold. So not just dropping your head to your knee, but kind of lengthen it out more towards your foot. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. And then we'll take, what time? So we got time. Okay, let's take one last seated pose here. We'll widen both legs into a straddle or Uttanavishta Konasana. Roll your inner thighs back. Sit up tall, keep your feet active. Inhale, and then exhale, crawl forward any amount. And again, could be fingers behind you and just lengthening through your spine. You could start to walk your fingers forward and then come down any amount. You could rest your head on a block, you could rest your belly on a pillow or a block. If you're close to the ground and you can get the block under your belly, that's good. Kind of a nice support. I'm gonna stay for a minute, which has already started. Just breathe into it. Soften the shoulders, keep the feet active. Keep the butt pressing down and the spine lengthening forward. Nice, Vera. Good Joe. Good, you guys. Good, Ricardo. Ellen, oh my God, I always say that. Grabbing the feet. It's crazy. Okay, there's your minute. Some of you could be napping here, and some of you are like, yeah, please get me out of this. Okay. Inhale, peel yourself up. Gently draw your knees in and make your way down onto your backs. And then for a moment, hug your knees in and take a happy baby pose. So move yourself a little tip side to side. Lengthen your tailbone toward the mat, soften your shoulders. And then keep your right foot in happy baby. Set your left foot down on the mat. So half happy baby basically. And then with that left leg, let it flare open to the left. So half Supta Baddha Konasana, half happy baby. We'll just stay in this for a couple of breaths. So you still got your right foot up in happy baby, got your left leg in half Supta Baddha Konasana. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch. So I would bring the left leg back up into the happy baby. Let the right foot come down onto the mat, and then the right knee drops open to the right. Just a little hybrid pose. Both are considered hip openers, just different. One more inhale. And then exhale, release. Let the left foot meet the right in that Supta Baddha Konasana. We finish the whole circle. And then from here, place both feet down on the mat, and we'll take a supine twist to finish. So supine twist, I'm just gonna say of your choice, if you wanna go single knee, stacked knees. You guys know I like crossing knee over knee, so I'm gonna go right knee cross over the left, hips move to the right, knees drop to the left. Pick your favorite final supine twist. Breathe. Wish I could be coming around and grounding down your shoulders and pushing on your hips. Try to mentally give yourself an adjustment. I just got a little crack in my back.
Take an inhale and exhale through center and switch sides. So either crossing left over right. I don't know even if we're all twisting in the same direction, but whatever you did on the first side, do it on the second side. Find your way into your twist, and then we will stay. Each time you inhale, filling up, finding space, and then exhale, rounding down. One more inhale and exhale, unwind. Take your time, hug your knees in. Take any last movements, whether they're poses or just wiggle side to side. Release from your twist. And then as you're ready, again, just take your time, grab any props you want, any clothing, anything you need to make yourself more comfortable. And we'll find our way into Shavasana, final resting pose. Stretching your legs long. You could even go to a wall and do legs up the wall if you have an accessible wall, or you could sit in a meditation seat if that's better for you to be in stillness. Wherever you are, I will be here to guide you out. Close your eyes. Just let every piece of your body melt down into your mat, to the earth, and rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Start to invite movement back into your body. Start small, wiggle fingers and toes. And gently move your head side to side. And as you're ready for something deeper, reach your arms up over your head, clasp your thumbs, stretch super long from end to end. Fingertips to toe tips. And then draw your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. And either take a moment to roll to fetal pose, either side, or just gently make your way up to a seat, which is where we will all meet. Keeping your eyes closed. When you make it up to your seat, just notice if you feel any different 90 minutes later. A little more lifted or maybe a little more grounded, open. All together, take a deep inhale through your nose and pause at the top. Sip in a little more, really fill up. And open mouth, exhale, like no one's listening, side out. Gather your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your chin in toward your hands in a gesture of gratitude toward yourselves, your yoga practice, and the yogis around you. Thank you all so much for coming out and sharing your practices with me, for being my yoga community. I'm so glad I get to see you all again on Saturday mornings. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to those who are celebrating. Namaste. I'll come unmute you.
Thank you, Erica.
Thanks, everybody.
Erica.
Thanks, Erica.
Thank you.
Great class. Thank you.
Thank you. So good to see everybody.
Thanks, Erica.
See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hi,
Thank
Alma.
you. I know it's a busy weekend for me.
Really.
Say
Happy
hi to
birthday.
Mom.
Happy birthday. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Vera.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys. Bye, Sheila. Good to see you.
Hi, Julie.
Bye, everybody.
Hey.
I'm like waving at everybody individually. You guys don't even know. I'm waving at all of you individually.
Oh.
Sarah, I love seeing your pool. I want to jump in your pool.
Everybody does.
I know. We all want to jump in the pool now.
Everybody does. I'm just, my balancing is so off because we're on a really thick carpet.
Yeah, carpet yoga is tough.
It's tough. It's tough. That's one big reason why I can never stand on one foot, because it's really thick and I can't pull it off the floor. So
It's an extra challenge.
yeah, not fun, but it's okay. Happy Mother's
It
Day.
works. Thank you. Oh, I'm echoing again because my other screen is making all the noise. Okay. Sorry about the echo.
Was that fun? That was fun.
Oh,
That's Augie Dog. Isn't he a good boy? Say hi.
we love to see the doggies. Hold on. I'm just going to do one thing here because I can't handle the echo. Okay. This one needs to mute. Okay. That's going to be better.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, usually we set it up and the one that's on the TV is muted, but today it wasn't. So it was.
Oh, I see. Well, it worked well.
Technology.
Thanks again. See you next week.
See you
Thank
next
you.
week. Bye. How's it going? Is it my friend over there? I can see.
Yes.
Hi,
Say hi to Erica.
Maddie. How are you?
I'm good.
Hard to get up for 9 a.m. yoga, I know.
Yeah, she's halfway through.
My daughter actually took about half the class today, but she told me, she's like, I'm gonna stay for an hour.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
well.
And then she's off doing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Already something.
Yeah, that was good, right? My husband took one of my other classes this week, so that was good for him. He's like, okay, I'm done. He's like, I'm good.
I do 3, and it helps my mood a lot. I'm very grumpy,
yeah.
tired out.
You have a black cat too? Is yours a black cat?
I have a
What's
black, 2 black and whites, and a tiger one.
Oh. So I
And
just keep seeing the black one walk by. Mine, well, you've seen him. He's black.
Yeah, well, the 2 are tuxedos. One is a black, and the other is the I don't know, the tiger one, whatever it's called. But she's not much around. Sleeps with my husband.
Yeah, there's this one keeps coming through.
Black one, yeah, that's the black one.
You
Yeah.
guys have your doggy.
And then we have the crazy dog too, which overwhelms me some things. Out now, quiet.
She looks
Right.
like a puppy, but she's actually 8.
Okay, love you. Thank you.
Love
for
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Vera. See you next time.
Yep.
How old did you say your dog is, Tara? 18? No,
8.
8.
8. She's 8. Yeah.
But she looks like a puppy all the time.
She does look like a puppy.
Yeah.
She's a puppy face.
Yep, she does.
What's her name?
Lady.
Lady.
Yeah.
That's a sweet name. She's like, she looked at me. I said, lady. She looked.
She looks female.
So
Yeah.
sweet.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Okay,
Love.
ciao. See you next time.
Do you have a good birthday, Erica?
I did. You know, it was actually one of, I feel like, the best birthdays that I've almost, I don't want to say ever had, but like, you know, always, especially during, if your birthday, it's like on a weekday, you know, I would be working or running around and my husband and Ava would be at school. But since we were all together, we spent the whole day together and we tried to do things. We probably did more on that day than I've done the whole quarantine. Like we went out in the morning and got Starbucks because you get like a free Starbucks on your birthday. So we did that, you know, because you could order online and pick up. And then we went home for a little bit and I took a yoga class and then we went and got lunch somewhere and brought it home. And then later we went to my parents' house and had dinner and like, you know, my yogurt pie with them.
Big Chill's the best, isn't it?
Big Chill's the best.
I used to live on the west side and I went there way too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite. Every year, I was like so thankful that they were open,
And
that they stayed open, because I was like, how am I going to have my birthday without my yogurt pie? Like, there used to be, so Big Chill, of course, is the original. And I mean, I went to UCLA for college and like I lived with Big Chill. And then they had one in Studio City, Studio Frozen Yogurt, for years at like Laurel and Ventura. And I think it started off as Big Chill and then it became Studio Frozen Yogurt because all the signage was like Big Chill, but with a different name. And they did my pie for years.
Okay.
And then they closed.
Oh.
And so then Big Chill is the, you know, the only alternative, you know, we're like, okay, we're back to Big Chill.
Yeah.
Like somebody commented on my picture, oh, is it from Menchie's? And I was like, no, it's from Big Chill. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
it's my favorite.
Good.
Anybody who knows. Like if you've been there,
you know,
you know.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's if you're Anyway.
Well, thanks for class. It's good to see you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have a nice Mother's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, I plan on just sitting in the pool drinking mimosas. How's that sound?
That sounds great. I may have to follow your lead. Well, we're not allowed to go in our pool though, so I guess. Well, we could go in my parents' pool though. Maybe that's a thought.
Okay, there you go.
I think it'd be like an ice bath though, but
yeah, we've got the door cover on. It warmed up.
Those covers work so good. Like my parents had a cover when I was growing up, but I don't know where it went.
Well,
well, it was like 100 degrees. Well, it's almost 100 degrees this week, so
yeah, it warmed up.
Doesn't take much.
No. All right. Well, thank
Okay. I'm glad you guys stayed on to talk. I probably got to go because I think there's a class. I don't know. I don't want to be
Okay.
the one who didn't sign off when the next class is coming
Okay.
on.
I rep
you. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Anna.
We'll talk soon. We'll have
Okay,
mimosas
sounds
together
good.
one day soon.
Yes, we will. All
Okay.
right. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Maddie.